Hi there, everybody. This is Mark Bromley, your favorite artist and author of the Yoranthium book series. And today I have for you a wonderful video about some of my commercial art that I do. This piece is actually created for my election campaign that's going to be running this year in 2023 for 2024 State House, State Legislator Office with the state of Colorado. Bromley's been on that legislative office about 140 years ago. He came here in 1877 to the state of Colorado, was raised under the first governor, Ava Adams, which the county is named after. He got into office around the 1900s to the 1915, 1920th area of time. And at that time in Colorado, a lot of the very counties, the very formation of how the government would work in the state of Colorado was being formalized in the 1900s, the beginning of the 20th century. And so it's been about 140 years. Adams County was created roughly 20 years after the end of the Civil War, and during that period there were a few conflicts within the local region that had to be dealt with and taken care of and resolved in order for Colorado to be formed. You might know that there's a big, huge history in the Midwest that was actually going on, and Emmett Ayers Bromley was key to the formation of a lot of what Colorado became. He was very strong within the House and the Senate of the state of Colorado. He was a Republican, he was a Democrat, he was a third party, unaffiliated even, and he did his work for Arapahoe County, Adams County, and Denver, and he helped cement and formulate much of Colorado for the northern counties, southern counties, eastern and western plains counties. Well, I guess the western slope, because that's mostly mountains over there where I used to hang out quite a bit when I was growing up. And he formed Denver itself and things like that. And he worked with Mother Cabrini in order to bring forth Columbus Day, which was actually to bring people out of oppressive working conditions, namely the Italian community. Had nothing to do with whatever the Democrats made it up into and tried to disguise it as. As a matter of fact, Christopher Columbus was a great man. He's a great explorer. He got three ships. And in that time, it was basically like getting three rocket ships and settling the moon, the Mars, and Titan. That's basically what Christopher Columbus did when he came to the Americas because he had opened up the whole frontier of a dystopian world to European settlement by the French, the Spanish, and eventually the English. And and every single major nation owes their existence on the American continents to Christopher Columbus. From the very tiny tip of Argentina to the very North Pole of Canada, every single nation in between there and the east, from the west to the east, north and the south uh, of the Americas, owes their current existence because of Christopher Columbus. He was a great man, lived in difficult times, lived in the 15th century, and it was terribly awful for him. But here we have my artwork, which is commercial artwork. This is for me to run for Colorado State House, House District 34. I put since 1877, Bromley 1877, so people recognize the legacy and the founder of much of what Colorado became. He's one of many that was down in the state legislature, but he worked really, really hard to shore up a lot of the economy that is Colorado. And in this piece, I start out with the first piece. The first piece is the red, white, and blue uh, wings. The reason why I chose wings was because in the military, I actually earned my aviation warfare pin. They wouldn't let me have it because my rating belonged to engineering instead of the air department, which I was assigned to. I worked on the flight deck of two aircraft carriers. Uh, Rightfully, they should have given me my wings because I did earn them. I knew all the knowledge, I had all the information, and I earned both my air warfare and my subsurface, well, not subsurface, surface warfare pins. So I earned both of those pins. But they wanted to be picky because I was one of those ratings that belonged down in engineering, but I was on the flight deck of the aircraft carrier. And and that upset them for some reason. I don't know. Now, the AC doesn't mean air crew. It doesn't mean that. I know in the military a lot of people get AC as air crew, but I have worked in aviation long enough to be considered air crew. So, okay, that's just fine with me, but it means Adams County. That's what the A and the C means. C means Colorado. So that's the logo, basically my logo version of the Colorado image for the state of Colorado. And well, I am a Bromley, 140 years since 1877. That's my ancestor. He came out through New York. My heritage comes out through from New York, but from the branch that went up to Connecticut and Rhode Island. The Connecticut and Rhode Island side came out across the Midwest too. And well, it all originates from a Luke Bromley who landed in New York. And there's a few books that can explain the legacy and the history of the Bromley name. And it also goes all the way back to 1066, the Battle of Hastings, the Doomsday Books of England. My family was around there too, around that time frame. And there's a cute little story about a bow and arrow thing. And it was during the time of the fable of Robin Hood came to life. And I don't know what this whole bow and arrow thing was. Apparently, that Bromley, in my ancestry, he got a fine for shooting arrows at some guards. I don't know what the whole entire thing was about, but that's a funny story about Robin Hood. So here it is. This is Mark Bromley for Colorado, House District 34, votebromley.com, and that is basically my logo. That's my logo design with the current computer graphics that I have available to me. If I had better computer graphics and better computer that could actually handle a higher speed of visual imagery, it would be a lot more sharper. It'd probably be a vector image if I had that resource. I don't have that resource, so I work with what I got. And this is a very nice piece. It has some shading on it, some texturing on the wings. And if you need commercial work, just let me know, because I have another version of this, and I call it the kaleidoscope. The kaleidoscope, some people might actually think it's a rainbow. It could be. Yeah. I might get a little bit Uh, I might be out in the cold with the group, but I still have a warm place in my heart for you. Just to let you know. Just don't keep me out in the cold. That's just not nice. And anyways, I made this piece to send out another message to actually let people know that this is here. I'll be adding this logo to the to a T-shirt. I have some wings I'm going to be putting on the back of that T-shirt. And when I put that out and get that out on my websites and you can go down below to the websites there, get my books, the Yoranthium book series. You can get my shirts there with the products that I sell. You might actually see this image, the other image too, the red, white, and blue, and this is the kaleidoscope or the rainbow effect, the butterfly effect. Yeah, here it's a peaceful image, it's a good image, it's a great image, and it's for vote Mark Bromley for Colorado, House District 34. I'm running unaffiliated. I'm not actually allied with any particular party. I'm actually following in the steps of Emmett Ayers Bromley. So since 1877, and that's basically what it is. I don't see any other Bromley running for office here in the state of Colorado, so I am it. 140 years later, I'm it. I'm the one running. I'm the one that's been tagged, and I'm the one that's been graced by the goodness of God to actually do such things. And it's okay because what you say, religion doesn't belong in government, but when religion is government, when yeah, religion has become your government. Yeah, religion is a form of government. Socialism, communism, that is a religion of government because communism and socialism is fiction, it's fantasy, it's science fiction, it's a hyped up form of monarchy, of tyranny, of oppression, because the person who runs those socialist things, those communist things, tends to think of themselves as the only god, and they get offended by people like the Dalai Lama, who used to lead Tibet and had Buddhism there. That Buddhism was a bigger statue than socialism or Mao Zedong would ever been. Mao Zedong would have ever been. And I've told you that story before about Bahubali, about how he saved a bunch of people from being crushed by an evil king's statue. And that evil king, when he saw that statue get re-erected, he heard the people chanting his nemesis, Bahubali, his martyr of the people, the brother that he murdered, Bahubali. And Bahubali was a bigger statue because in the minds of the people, he was always greater. I would like to be a Bahubali. That would be fantastic. I think he's wonderful. And yeah, I don't know. Have you seen that movie RRR? Rise, Revolt, Revenge? I don't know what it is. Anyways, RRR, you have to see it. They got a little dance style there called Desi Notch, and I think you should see that kind of stuff because a lot of this is it kind of plays to my own reason why I create these things and run for office because I think of a better world than what's been created, and it's one of the main reasons I'm running. So I do hope that you like these images here. And I think I created a fantastic imagery for you. And I think if you see this and you're able to help me out, you can donate to my campaign. You can endorse my campaign. You can even volunteer for my campaign because I'm going to need a lot of people coming here up in May and stuff like that that would help out quite a bit. I can do it on my own if I have to, but I'd rather have a lot of people helping me out because it makes a lot more sense. And donations make that happen. And endorsing me makes that happen. And basically, I would like to change the way that politics is done in the state of Colorado just to make Colorado a better and happier place for everybody around. So thank you for looking. Thank you for seeing my artwork. And I do hope that you vote Mark Bromley, that you do buy my book Yoranthium, that you do donate, that you do volunteer, that you do endorse me, and that you do actually help me become I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might actually be the very first, most likely to succeed, unaffiliated candidate in the state of Colorado to actually get elected to office. And if you want to see something like that, what are you waiting for? Help me out. Do it. Do it now. Because my artwork is great, and you have to admit it's pretty nice. And that Sengit set here, I got the red, white, and blue, and then I have the kaleidoscope color. Yeah, I definitely got a message out there, don't I? I definitely got a good message out there. It's all happy. It's good. You'll like it because I have a few legislations I want to put forth to actually improve quality of life issues here in the state of Colorado, to improve the human condition, to improve Colorado itself economically, and to make it livable for all people of all diversity and all differences. And it just seems like it's just the way to go. Well, anyways, enough of that. I just wanted to show you the artwork that I was creating, and this is new. This is 2023, 24? Yeah, this is 2024, isn't it? Yeah, January, I forget. It's January. It's so hard. Sometimes December 2023, January 2024, getting that all fixed. 2024. So yeah, this is 2024 artwork. So thank you for looking. Thank you for listening to me. You have a great and wonderful day. Keep creating art. Thanks. You have a great day.